Okay, so moving to a new city is awesome, right? But let's be real, figuring out the garbage rolls, it can be a total headache. So today, we're gonna make it super simple. Welcome to your guide for sorting trash like a pro, here in Honjo City. Yeah, if you've just moved here, you totally get it. Unpacking is one challenge, but then you're faced with this whole new system of bags and bins and rules. It can feel like you're trying to crack a code.
But hey, don't sweat it. We are here to help make your life way, way easier. Seriously, by the time we're done here, you'll be sorting your garbage like you've been doing it for years.
So here's our plan. We'll start with the essential tools you're gonna need. Then we'll dive into the daily sorting, get a handle on recycling, learn about those special hazardous items, and finish up with the most common mistakes so you can avoid them.
All right, let's kick things off. Before you can even think about sorting, there are two absolute must-haves you need to get started here in Honjo. First up, the bags. This is a big one. For your main types of trash, you have to use the official city-designated bags. You can just grab them at any local supermarket. And on the right, well, that's your secret weapon, the official city app. It's got a search function to look up any item, a calendar, and it even sends you reminders. Seriously, just download it. It's going to save you so much time and stress. Okay, so you've got your tools. Now let's get into the two main categories that you'll be dealing with pretty much every day. Honestly, the whole system pretty much boils down to these two colors. Just remember this. Green is for combustibles, stuff that can be burned. Blue is for incombustibles, stuff that can't. Green for burn, blue for not. Let's look at a few examples to make it stick.
All right, let's talk green bag. First up, all your kitchen food scraps. And here's a fantastic pro tip for you. Before you bag them, squeeze out as much water as you can. It makes the bag lighter and actually helps the incinerators work better.
Yep, diapers also go in the green combustible bag. But there's a really important rule here. Any solid waste has to be flushed down the toilet before the diaper goes in the bag.
And the green bag isn't just for kitchen and bathroom stuff, you know? You'll also use it for things like old leather shoes that have seen better days, worn out rubber items, and things like that.
Now let's switch over to the blue bag. And this first one is a big safety thing. For anything sharp and breakable, like a broken plate or a glass, you have to wrap it up securely in newspaper and then just write a note on it that it's dangerous. This is all to protect the collection workers from getting cut.
The blue bag is also where you'll put small metal items from around the house. You know, old pots and pans, or maybe a pair of scissors that's gotten too dull.
And finally, regular old light bulbs go in the blue bag too. But notice the key word there is mercury-free. That is a super important distinction because items that do have mercury in them need to be handled differently, which we'll get to in a bit. First though, let's talk recycling.
Okay, on to recycling. It might look like a lot of different categories, but I promise the prep for each one is actually really straightforward. Let's break it all down. Let's start with those plastic PET bottles that are literally everywhere. It's just a simple three-step process. First, pop off the cap and peel off the label. And here's the key detail. Those two things actually go in your green combustible bag. Step 2, just give the inside a quick rinse with water. And step 3, toss the clean bottle into the special PET bottle container. That's it.
Think of this as your quick little cheat sheet for other common recyclables. Cans and glass bottles, just rinse them out and put them in their own bins. For cardboard, you gotta flatten it completely and then tie it up with some string. And then for things like milk cartons or used cooking oil, you'll take those to special collection boxes, usually at a local community center. Okay, so we've got the day-to-day stuff and recycling down. Now let's cover a few special items that need a little extra care to make sure everybody stays safe.
Okay, listen up, because this one is non-negotiable. For any kind of spray can or a portable gas canister, you have to make sure it is 100% empty. And this is the most important part, do not puncture or pierce the can. Once they're totally empty, just put them all together in a separate, clear bag.
Hey, remember those mercury items we talked about earlier? Well, this is where they go. Things like fluorescent light tubes and old thermometers are considered hazardous. This category also includes all kinds of batteries. And here's a great safety tip for the rechargeable ones. Put a little piece of tape over the metal ends to prevent any accidents. Small electronics that have batteries inside, like e-cigarettes or electric shavers, also go here. Just put all of this stuff together in one transparent bag.
So you're probably wondering, what about that old chair or bookshelf that's way too big for a bag? Well, that's called bulky waste, or sodai gomi. You can't just leave it at the collection spot. You actually have to call the city to schedule a special pickup. And there is a small fee for it.
All right, we are in the home stretch. For our last section, let's just do a quick review of the most important rules to follow so that your garbage gets picked up every time, no problem.
Here are the 3 golden rules. 1. Be on time. And notice the different times. It's by 8:30 a.m. in the Honjo area, but a little earlier, 8 a.m. in the Kodama area. 2, and this is the big one, you always have to use the official city bags. If you don't, they just won't take it. And finally, number 3, be a good neighbor. Help keep the collection area clean and tidy. And now for a list of things the city absolutely will not pick up from the regular collection spot. These are a hard no. Big appliances like TVs and fridges are covered by a different recycling law, and things like tires or chemicals have to be taken to special disposal companies. Whatever you do, don't leave these items at the curb. And that brings us right back to where we started, with your number 1 tool for getting this all right. If you only do one thing after this, please download the official City Garbage app. Between the sorting dictionary and the calendar alerts, you'll never be confused again. It really makes you wonder, With tech making complex rules this easy to follow, what other parts of city living are just waiting for an app to change the game?